Oh my god, you guys. Instead of there being drama with influencers this week, there's been non-stop drama with some pretty major brands. From Tarte being called out by a popular brand in Sephora, a brand stealing Tana Mojo from Morphe, and a fake road pop-up shop that's very much giving Sydney crumble cookie. It's a mess, so let's get into it. As you guys know, Tarte is no stranger to being called out. Usually it's over your typical brand trip drama, but this time another major brand that also sells in Sephora called Basma Beauty is calling them out for ripping off a campaign from them. Now, we've talked about Basma Beauty before. They're the brand that sent Michaela those Cartier earrings for giving their product a good review.
Dear Michaela, I can't thank you enough for your continued support. I am forever grateful. It's from Basma Beauty, who I love, their new blushes and their foundation stick. Cartier box. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Holy crap.
And that led to the whole conversation about whether or not brands should be incentivizing influencers with luxury gifts. It creates this gray area where the viewer isn't sure whether or not the influencer actually likes the product, or if they're just hoping they'll get flown out to Korea and personally delivered a Birkin bag. Well, Basma is back in the drama after they called out Tarte for copying one of their campaigns. When Basma Beauty was advertising their foundation stick last year, they used the tagline, "Big Stick Energy" for their promo. Last week, Basma Beauty posted an old video from their Big Stick Energy campaign, and they captioned it, "When a big beauty brand steals your idea for their new launch campaign." And right away, everyone in the comments knew exactly what brand they were talking about. Tarte recently launched their own foundation stick and have been using the Big Stick Energy for their campaign as well. They have made multiple posts with the slogan, they've sent PR out to influencers with Big Stick Energy plastered on everything. So right away, everyone in the comments was like, yep, it's Tarte. One person said, "We all know who it is. So disappointing." And Basma decided to be a little bit messy, and they responded to this comment with a story time digging deeper into the situation.
I never thought I'd be coming on here to talk about this with you guys. Here we are, and I'm here to spill the tea. Last year, we launched the foundation stick in-store at Sephora. We wanted to come up with something super clever and cheeky for the campaign. We ended up coming up with Big Stick Energy. This made sense for us because our foundation stick was constantly going viral. So yesterday we hopped on Instagram and we see that a massive beauty brand copied the entire concept for the launch campaign of their new product, using the tagline Big Stick Energy. What's even crazier is that these massive beauty brands have millions of dollars in marketing budget to hire the smartest, most creative people to come up with concepts for their launch. What they did here is that they took our whole concept that we did last year. As the social media director at Basma Beauty, this is literally my job to come up with clever campaigns for new product launches. I know how much research goes into this process because you want to come up with ideas that are new, fun, fresh, and haven't been done before. Just knowing how thorough we are, I find it really hard to believe that a brand that has been in the industry for this long would have missed something like this.
So at this point, everyone's like, oh my god, how could Tarte do this to the smaller brand? And Tarte started to get a ton of backlash under all their campaigns where they were using Big Stick Energy. We had people writing, "Can you address the slogan theft please? Disappointing. Y'all really said copy and paste for the slogan? You really couldn't come up with something more creative and original on your own?" Well, it turns out Tarte disagrees with Basma and with the backlash they've been receiving. Shocker. They commented on Basma's first post about a big beauty brand copying their campaign, and they said, "This is a misunderstanding. We did a US trademark search and nothing was registered. So we had no idea the tagline Big Stick Energy was ever used. We came up with it independently." Now, once people found out that Basma never actually trademarked Big Stick Energy, some of their opinions started to change. Of course, it would be nice if Tarte researched and saw a smaller brand was using it and thought of something different, but legally, it sounds like there's not much they can do. There are some comments saying how Big Stick Energy isn't really that original. It isn't creative, and they can see how multiple brands coming out with a foundation stick would think of Big Stick Energy. One person said, "I hate Tarte, but Big Stick Energy is just a play on words. It's not even that serious. Can we all go touch some grass, please?" And someone else said that there's actually a smaller brand who's been using the same tagline since 2022. They said, "There's a beauty brand called Rena Beauty who have a Big Stick Energy lip enhancer product already that they've had since at least 2022. I don't like Tarte, but the term isn't original." And while I do agree that the term really isn't that creative, it does feel a little bit weird since Tarte and Basma both used it for a foundation stick, but I want to know what you guys think about this one. While we're on the topic of Tarte Cosmetics, some people think that Tana Mongeau might be releasing a collab with them. You guys may remember a few months ago when we talked about Tana and Brooke's Morphe collab that ended up falling through. It all started when Tana kept going on about her favorite Morphe lip liner being discontinued in the US. Cancelled fans were begging Morphe to bring it back, and when they saw just how much interest they had around this lip liner, they did just that. They had 2 Morphe employees fly out to Tana and Brooke on tour, they did a video showing them hand delivering the lip liners to them, and they announced it would be coming back.
And y'all, Morphe put 500 extras live on their website at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all of you guys to go get if you love Makeup Talk as much as we do.
And if they sell out, they're bringing it back.
We want to collab. Go buy them.
Although Tana and Brooke later revealed that they weren't paid for that promotion and wouldn't be making any money off the sales, and they started to feel a little bit duped.
Like, we love it, we love them, they came. But then at the end of it, they're like, and we've restocked 500 for your fans, and then maybe we'll give you a collab. Like,
No,
first of all, the fact that...
No. What they said was that if they sell out the 500, then they're going to bring Makeup Talk back. No mention of a collab.
Oh.
That's what I think is like a little like questionable about it, because I'm like, not only did you just sell so many lip liners,
It's sold, I posted
just
it,
so
and
that they can make more money.
yeah, I posted that it was back for them and for the fans, obviously, because now I have my 40. I wanted to let people know because I do think it's the best. It sold out in 3 minutes.
That's crazy.
And I have no check. I have been doing so much free work
charity.
for Morphe. I want to give them a time limit. And if it's like at that point they haven't done it, I'm getting to the lab, or I'm collabing with some brand that wants to.
No, and Morphe got so much backlash from their fans that they ended up asking to work with Tana and Brooke on something to do with the lip liners. They did this whole photo shoot for it. It seemed like everything was planned, and then Brooke got canceled. Morphe ended up re-releasing the lip liners without Tana and Brooke, and we didn't hear about the fallout until Jeffree Star went on the canceled podcast.
She said, "I'm sorry, because the billboard's not happening." But it can happen because you can manifest with a different company.
The day before it was supposed to come out.
I really
And they just pulled it so quick.
Really?
I think.
Wait. Not to get too into it. So the product's already made?
No, it was a pre-existing product.
It was a pre-existing product that they discontinued. I was in love with it.
The lip color shade, okay.
I was running out of it.
And they're going to repackage it with a Tana Unigarden, or no?
No, they were just using us to promote it,
And then we got a percentage.
relaunching, and I was just down because of how much I've already said I love it for free.
So there was no Tana collab, no money involved, no packaging?
They were paying a fee, but if it really came down to it, in my opinion, I think that we would have made them a lot more sales than the fee. So I think everything happens
I
for
think
a
we got a
reason.
percentage of sales.
Wait, sometimes it's kind of cool to have a marketing meeting on a
In my
platform.
opinion.
I know we just sat down a couple hours ago, but if you ever want to do something like that, it would be really fun. And that's actually easy.
Even at the time of the conspiracy palette, I was like, I want in on this, but I got my client.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, it's been quite a few months since then, and Tana just revealed that she's working on a lip combo with a cosmetics brand. She posted a TikTok showing 2 different options that she has right now, and she asked for her fans' opinion on them.
You kept up with the previous lip liner lore of my life. I have been creating something with one of my favorite brands, and I'm sure you can guess what brand it is. But when I tell you, I eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. Like, I would never release a lip combination that I am not absolutely obsessed with. This actually all started because I reached out to them. They didn't come to me. And I was like, can you please help me formulate my dream lip? Because I am tired of promoting other people's lip combos that you know the tea. And we've been going back and forth now for so long. Formula is locked in. I'm between option 1 and option 2. This is option 2, okay? And this is option 1. Option 1 is my favorite. I think it is the closest to my absolute dream color. Okay, wow, this video honestly was gonna be me asking you which one. This one's a little more brown, as you can see. This one's a little more taupe. The more, or mauve, I don't know. Okay, I don't know my color wheel. The more I look at it though, it's just definitely option 1, in my opinion. Still not a beauty guru, but I am releasing the lip combo for the girlies. Okay, and then I'm putting my gloss on top. Yeah, it's just definitely option 1, right?
So she hasn't come out to say the name of the brand that she's working with yet, but we have a lot of people guessing that it may be with Tarte Cosmetics. But I feel like it's actually going to be with Tarte. Tana has gone on a few tripping with Tarte brand trips in recent years. She seems to be close with Maureen. She was invited on the most recent trip but opted out because of the LA fires. It just seems like the most likely option. People